Hey everybody, welcome back to Brainiac Baseball's 1970 Seattle Pilots What If Scenario. Today's matchup is between the Minnesota Twins and the Seattle Pilots at Brainiac Stadium. On the mound for the Twins today is Dean Chance, whose record is 6-7 with a 4.47 ERA. And pitching for the Pilots is Jerry Stephenson, whose record is 4-5 with a 4.82 ERA. Okay, we're on a nice little roll. We came back really from the edge of defeat and won 9-8 yesterday. One of those games where it was actually kind of hard to predict what would happen. I really kind of thought early on that the way the game was twisting and turning, that it was definitely going to end up in the Twins' favor, and yet we managed to pull off a victory in the bottom of the ninth, and we won 9-8. So we are 3 games over 500 for the month. We're only 4 games under for the season. With a win and perhaps a Chicago loss, we could jump right over the White Sox and move into 5th place in the division, which we haven't been out of last in quite a long time. So that is the goal for today. Put another win on the board, maybe just peek our head above last place. So now, before we get started with Game 3 of the series today, a quick reminder, yes, we are giving away the Jim Bouton 2014 Panini Golden Edge autograph card, as you can see right here. This card will be given away in game number 80. We are doing game number 73 today. So, I mean, basically, I think 1 week from today is how it's going to work out. We will give away this card during the 7th inning stretch of Game 80. So stay tuned for that. If you want to get in on the giveaway, just be a subscriber and let me know in the comments below that you want to enter, and we will get you into it. We now have, I believe, 13 for the giveaway. I'm going to give you the rundown. We have a new subscriber that entered earlier today, and his at least YouTube name is 917C. And then we've got Galaxy, we've got John M, we got Lance B, Andy S, Ethan P, Al Bunch, Jason Vermont Sports Guy, Julio L, Thomas D, Jefferson Y, and Jimmy DeBaker. So all of those contestants are already in, and if you want to get in, you just got to let me know. And be a subscriber, that's all I ask. Okay, let's get started with today's ball game. Appreciate everyone following along. Like and or subscribe to the channel. I'm trying to come up with a giveaway that I can just give to anybody who runs the gauntlet. That's a new idea that I'm coming up with. I haven't really figured it out yet. But like, for example, Thomas D is right now immersed in watching all of the games from the 1980 season. I think he's around game 100. I know he's watched them all because when anyone watches a video of mine, it shows up on our little report, and you can see people advancing day by day by day. So I know it's Thomas D, and I'm thinking, like, you should be rewarded for completing an entire season of the past. So any of the Tiger seasons, any of the 1969 Seattle season, the Detroit Lions season, like there should be some sort of a reward for people who are completists. So I'm considering that, Thomas D. There might be a prize out there coming for you, and in the future for anyone who starts at one of the seasons and completes it all the way through. The easiest one to do would be 1981, because that was the strike-shortened year in which we only played 110 games. So I'm considering that. Okay, we got Jerry Stephenson on the mound. He's had a lot of success versus the Twins. In fact, they're only batting 140 against him. And that's 49 plate appearances. Ron Locke will not be available today. He is listed as tired. I believe he went 2 innings in yesterday's ball game as we tried to maneuver ourselves to be prepared to go into extra innings. And then we've got Dean Chance on the mound. He is the ace of the Twins staff. and he is a right-hander. So we have our lineup in there versus righties. We are going to give Bill Robinson the day off. We are going to give Darren Johnson the well-earned day off. And also, take a look. We have called up Duffy Dyer. He was in Double-A when the season started. We promoted him to Triple-A when we traded away Dick Billings. And I decided to cut our backup catcher, Clay Dalrymple, who was offering us nothing. And we have called up Duffy Dyer, who did get into one game in 1968 for the Mets. You'll see defensively he is fantastic. 88 rated behind the plate with a 96 fielding. His arm isn't so great, but I like to think that maybe this equals itself out somehow. He's got a little bit of power. He can hit extra bases. Good eye. Not much of a contact hitter. And for right now, he's just a backup hitter, backup catcher for us. So there's our lineup for today. We're going to get Mike HEGAN in there, give him a shot. Also, Van Kelly, 0 for his last 10. So we'll keep an eye on him today. Hopefully he can get things turned around. Here's the lineup rundown for the Minnesota Twins today. Batting leadoff in center field is Cesar Tovar. Batting second at first base is Rod Carew. Batting third in right field is Tony Oliva. Batting cleanup playing left field is Charlie Manuel. Batting fifth at third base is Graig Nettles. Batting sixth at shortstop is Leo Cardenas. Batting seventh and catching is John Roseboro. Batting eighth is the second baseman Frank QUILICI. And batting ninth is the pitcher Dean Chance. Okay, let's take a look here at Jerry Stephenson, making his 15th start. He's 4-5 with a 4.82 ERA. He's trending in the right direction. I'll show you momentarily. He has 61 strikeouts in 74 2/3 innings pitched. Opponents are batting .267 against him. His fastball, we love it. It tops out at 96 miles an hour. His ground ball percentage is only 40%, not so great. His best pitch is the fastball, rated an 88, and a sidearm curve rated an 85. So two very solid pitches. Overall rated a 79. The 26-year-old righty is a free agent at the end of the year. I think he will probably be re-signed. He's on the block right now, but I think he's likely to stick around. Let's take a look at his log, and you'll see that he's won 3 decisions in a row, including back-to-back ones versus the White Sox. If you just look at the last 4, 7 innings giving up 2, 6 giving up 2, 5 giving up 2, 6 giving up 1. And, more walks than strikeout. He's doing really well. That's the point. So I have some faith in him today. We are due for a drubbing. I have not forgotten about that 16-1 victory in Game 1. At some point here, the game is going to get us back. We'll take a look at our defense. We are great on the left side of the infield. Actually, with HEGAN at first, we look good. And Kelly's our better rated second baseman. So that's the best infield we have to offer. We do have ALOU in right today, and left field is PEPITONE. And in center field is AGEE. So this is like our best overall defensive positioning that we have to offer, maybe with the exception of Dyer behind the plate, which is actually SANGUILLEN today. So got to feel good about it. Here we go. Cesar Tovar leading off versus Jerry Stephenson. And a ground ball to first. HEGAN making quick work. There's one down. Now, the last time we ran out this infield, we had 3 errors. We had 2 by Belanger, I think it was, and the third one was in the outfield. I think it might have been our boy AGEE. CAREW, can't keep that guy down. He gets a base hit, batting .328 now as he singles to center. Runner on first. Here's Tony Oliva with an 0-1 count. That was a pitcher's count, and he hits it in the exact same spot as CAREW. CAREW goes to third, first and third, with 1 down. We're going to play back. Yes, we know Stephenson does not get a lot of ground balls, but we're going to play double play depth and then perhaps give up a run if we can't get turn to double play. Oh my God, come on. That is 3 in a row to the exact same spot. The runner at third tags and scores. It's 1-0 Minnesota. 2 down for Graig Nettles. And Stephenson walks Nettles 19 pitches here in the first. So Stephenson needs to help himself out here. That gauntlet of lefties, that's a tough one to get through, and he managed to get through it, maybe giving up only 1 run. Here's Cardenas, another hit. OLIVA will score. It is 2-0. There's nothing we can do now except let it play out as they're on the verge of batting around. So, yeah, it doesn't matter that we have our best defense in there when you have a bunch of great Twins hitters finding the right spot. So it's 2-0. We go to the bottom of the first. Let's take a look at our lineup for today. Batting leadoff in right field is Jesus ALOU. Batting second at second base is Van Kelly. Batting third at first base is Mike HEGAN. Batting cleanup in left field is Joe Pepitone. Batting fifth in center field is Tommie AGEE. Batting sixth at third base is Aurelio Rodriguez. Batting seventh and catching is Manny Sanguillen. Batting eighth at shortstop is Mark Belanger. And batting ninth is the pitcher Jerry Stephenson. Okay, Dean Chance. I believe he was the Cy Young Award winner last year in our game. No, but he was the Cy Young Award winner in 1964 for the Angels. He did lead the American League in 23 wins last year. He's 6-7 in 17 starts today with a 4.47 ERA. He's hit the century mark in strikeouts in 114 and 2/3 innings. Opponents are batting .280 against him. He's got 3 complete games. Fastball topping out at 89 miles an hour. He's a fly ball pitcher. His fastball tops out. The fastball is rated at 91. Curveball is rated at 83. Overall, still rated at 90. The 29-year-old righty is a free agent at the end of the year. You'll see he's represented on the Cleveland Indians in 1970. Look at his log. He's lost 3 in a row, including getting pummeled by the first place Oakland A's. He went 6 2/3, giving up 4 runs and 11 hits in his last start, walking 3, striking out 4. Against us, he's already made 2 starts. May 14th, he took a loss, going 6 2/3, giving up 3. On that April 26th, he threw a complete game, giving up 2 runs and 7 hits, getting the win. Okay, we'll take a look at the Twins' defense. It's the same as the first 2 games, so the infield is solid, the outfield's suspect in center and right. Behind the plate, they have the great John Roseboro. And Jesus ALOU will lead it off. We got him in the leadoff role. He's up to 282 with 2 home runs, batting .348 versus right-handers. Way better than what Bill Robinson is offering us. He lines out to third to begin the ball game for the Pilots. There's 1 down. Next up is Van Kelly, as I mentioned. Now he's 0 for 11. As his average is down to 286. He was batting well over 300 for quite a while. We know he's not a 300 hitter, so this had to happen sooner or later. And then HEGAN off the end of the bat into left center field. Carries deep enough to be caught by TOVAR. A 1-2-3 inning for the Twins. We go to the top of the second, and we're down a couple of runs. Stephenson threw almost 30 pitches in the first inning, and the pitcher Chance will lead it off. He's a good hitting pitcher as he hits a number right back to Stephenson. There's 1 out. We are back to Cesar TOVAR. Started off the game with a ground out, and then all hell broke loose. There's a ground ball to Belanger. There's out number 2. And CAREW with 2 down. Full count. Strikes out on a pitch that was 6 inches outside. We go to the bottom of the second. And Joe Pepitone is leading it off. He's got 4 home runs in the last 5 ball games. Batting .289 with 14 homers. And Pepitone strikes out looking. This sort of feels already like this is the game where the Twins sort of get some of their revenge back. We drop AGEE down to the number 5 spot. That doesn't help him at all, as he grounds out to short. Finally, we get someone on base as Aurelio Rodriguez walks. And with 2 out, we're not going to hit and run here. It's not really a hit and run situation. It's a kind of all hands on deck. There we go. Back-to-back walks by Dean Chance. We'll give Belanger an opportunity here to get us on the board. 0-1 count, and he pops it up. Yeah, I mean, in games like the 16-1 victory, we were so clutch. I mean, in going deep, we had 6 home runs in that game, and then otherwise, sometimes we just left to our own devices. We go to the top of the 3rd. Tony Oliva will lead it off. We got these lefties here. There's a ground ball to second. Stephenson almost to 50 pitches with 1 out in the 3rd, and then he walks a batter. His 3rd walk already. This is the kind of thing that sinks us. Make it 4 walks. Great job, game. Make it 5 walks. He walks the bases loaded to give up a sac fly. Will Nettles tag? He does not. It's 3-0. And QUILICI flies out to left. Yeah, this game blows. I mean, it's so dumb. I mean, if you want to say, okay, Jerry Stephenson, fine. He's not a great pitcher. No one remembers him, in history. But even Dean Chance has 2 walks today with 1 strikeout. So 7 walks between the 2 starting pitchers. Jerry Stephenson, he'll give him 1 shot to bat today. I have a feeling he's going to be coming out of the game pretty quickly. Getting no hit through 2 2/3. Yep. Going to the top of the 4th. 3-0. Here's Dean Chance. Can we get 1 strikeout back? Okay, there we go. 2nd K for Stephenson. When you have a 96-mile-an-hour fastball, why are you throwing sidearm curves to the pitcher? Makes no sense. Cesar TOVAR popping up. When you don't, I mean, we've said this many times, but when you are not giving up hits, the game is going to supplement it by giving up walks. I would rather have them just get hits. But this fucking game, I tell you, it is all a bunch of bullshit. 6 walks and a 2-run home run from Tony Oliva. This is the get even game. There's nothing we can do about it. 101 pitches, 7 walks by Stephenson, and that will be it for him today. Now, the only thing we can really hope for is we get no hit. At least that would be interesting. We do have, 2 of our big power hitters sitting today. There we go, no hitter through 4. Stephenson will come out. Terrible performance. I mean, what could we do? We'll bring in Mean Gene Brabender. That's the kind of pitching by Stephenson that got Brabender sent to the bullpen. We can't send everybody to the bullpen. We got to have somebody start. I mean, we could send Ricky Clark to the bullpen. We could send Stephenson to the bullpen. There's our 8th walk today to go with 4 hits. Double play. Bottom of the 5th. It'll be like the pitcher that'll get it to hit to ruin it. Won't even matter, but it'll happen. There we go. 2nd strikeout for Dean Chance. And a line drive to center. And there's our first hit by the least likely person on the team. That's not the pitcher anyway. We stretch it into a double because why not? We're down 5. We will not be scoring today. We're going to take out Brabender. He gave us an inning. And we'll let Rich Rollins pinch hit. 273 hitter versus righties. Oh, that might fall in for a hit. Is that our junk run? Yeah, we're going to get our junk run here. So yeah, our number 8 hitter gets the hit. Our pinch hitter drives in the run. Nobody else will get a hit today. This is the most ridiculous game ever created. Okay, we'll bring in Skippy. He's thrown 30 innings in relief already this year. Here's Dean Chance, striking out. Cesar Tovar. Line drive to first. I mean, in a way, our defense is performing well. I mean, we just cannot keep Ron CAREW and Oliva off the base path. Yeah, it's the lefties today. There's nothing you can do to stop them, so may as well just let them go. 6-1. Pound it in the dirt. 50-50 chance. Oh, it's going to be a good play by Roseboro. 1 down. Yeah, I mean, we're not going to get a hit from anybody in our lineup today. All the left-handers, all hits to center field today. Let's take a look at the in-game stats here. Yeah, looks all the lefties doing the damage. Nettles has walked twice. Seventh inning. Nothing we can do about it. Well, I mean, it's not 16-1, but it's going to be. That's unbelievable. It is going to be one of those games where, you know, they're going to get the Pythagorean will get itself straightened out a little bit. We were actually +1 game on the Pythagorean, so the game is built to right the wrongs, and so now it's +5 back in their favor as Tovar gets a hit. Number 9. Now it's lefty on lefty violence, and there's still nothing we can do about it. Maybe a double play here. Lefty on lefty violence. All up the middle, every single one. 7-1. Not a damn thing we can do about it. Third walk by Chance. Hey, welcome to the majors, Duffy Dyer. We're going to get you in there. Maybe we'll let him play some defense here. Pounds it into the dirt. 50-50 chance. Oh, a double play! Oh, come on! I mean, that is so unfair. That's egregious. That's not right. That's really stupid. All right. That's so dumb. I can't believe that was a double play. I guess with the catcher running, you know, it's not impossible, but I mean, that's just rubbing it in. Okay. Okay. Of the pitchers we have here, I guess we're going to bring in Miguel Fuentes. I'm doing this based simply on the fact that he's only thrown 22 pitches in the majors. I mean, 22 innings in the majors. So try to give the other guys as much of a break as possible. Now they go to right field. How many runs will they score here? Keeping in mind that Fuentes, as he pounds it in the dirt again, error? No. I mean, come on. We have Dyer behind the plate. That should have been a double play. If anybody's going to turn to double play. Now Fuentes' ERA is what? 1.17, so he's going to give up 1 to 3 runs here, no doubt about it. And it's going to be the killer, Harmon Killebrew, coming off the bench. Full count. Nice job walking the game. That is our 10th walk, our 11th walk. And there's a line drive to short. Error? Yeah. Okay, well, Jerry Kreider coming into the ball game for the Twins. The Twins get their revenge today. We have our 3 lefties up. If it was their lefties, look at what they've done. They went 3, 6, 7, 8 for 14, not including Roseboro. Two-hitter, and it was Belanger and a pinch hitter. Wow. 7-1, and it was like nothing. Dean Chance, a good pitcher, though. And we were due that. So now are we back? No, we still are showing that we are 1 game better with our run differential. Well, yeah, it's 30. We were down to 24. That's ridiculous, man. Okay. Yeah, no trade offers. Now, let me just say about trades real quick, and then we'll get it moving. But I really, everyone's giving me a lot of good trade offer ideas. I actually like every single one of them. There's only so much we can do. Now, at the trade deadline, let's just take a look, because the trade deadline is still a month and a half away. But look at expiring contracts here. Now, these are all the players that we have to make decisions on, okay? They are in the last year of a major league contract. So these are not players who are arbitration eligible, which we have a lot of those as well, as we are in the 2nd season of this sim. You know, Bill Robinson, we're not going to keep him. We're going to have to either trade him or let him go. Or, as someone suggested, cut him, which is a really good idea. And that might actually be what happened. The guy's got a 2.90 ERA. He does have a positive WAR. So that's something, but he's not tradable at a 75 rating. Brabender, we know, is toast. We're not going to re-sign him. We can't afford him. His WAR is good, but that was because of his early season starts before he went under, right? Gary Sutherland, I will re-sign him. In fact, whatever he wants, I'll probably give him. He's a great second base platoon with Van Kelly, although Kelly's struggling right now, but we know Gary Sutherland hits the lefties. He's proven it for 2 years in a row. Jerry Stephenson got crushed today. He had to. There's nothing we could do about that. We will probably re-sign him as long as it's a reasonable deal. Fred Glading will be gone. I never sign relievers. I always just go to the AAA or sign somebody cheap off the free agent wire. Jesus ALOU has proven his worth. Not today, but in general. So we might sign him to an extension. And Mark Belanger, I mean, this guy's been terrible. That shortstop defense, we've gone through, 5 shortstops this year already? And he's just as bad as all of them, other than maybe defensively, but he's actually got a negative WAR. So, I mean, these are all players we could potentially trade, but no one is going to want them. Perhaps Jerry Stephenson. He might be the only one that we could get somebody for. So I just wanted to share that with you, just so you know who the players are that are eligible to be traded or cut. Okay. Let's take a look at the standings. God, we just can't get out of last. It's so frustrating. We are 6-4 in our last 10. That's something. And I believe it was Al Bunch that mentioned that we have shown a lot of improvement this year by raising our team ERA and lowering our team average, raising that and lowering our team ERA. So, I mean, we are headed in the right direction. Thanks to him for doing a little bit of math there for us. And then the Mets are 1.5 up on St. Louis, LA, and Houston are now tied. That's going to be an interesting division. Let's take a look at headline news. Brainiac baseball de la week. Houston wins as Richard strikes out 14. Can you imagine that? Like one of our pitchers doing something like that? I just can't even imagine it. Dean Chance cruises to a win. He walked 2. I think he only gave up 3 hits. 2 hits. Did we get a third in the 9th inning? I can't remember off Kreider. We'll find out here momentarily. Transaction. Leo Marintetti, I think is how you pronounce that, retired at age 29. see, he's a Detroit pitcher at at one point, and I can remember I did a sim long before I was doing videos, in which I started in Detroit in 1960, and he was a part of that team in the minor leagues here, starting in 1960. I really tried to make Leo Marintetti a thing. Like, I really tried hard, like we did with Bob Meyer here in this sim, and I just couldn't make it happen. His ratings were great, but he just wouldn't take. Juan Marichal, by the way, who is no longer on the trading block. He's 11-2, and he has just taken off for them. He's just won his 200th game. Congrats to Juan Marichal. Will he get to 300? With this game, it's possible. He's still got an 85 rating. He's only 32 years old. He could stick around. Okay, so I think Marichal's off the block, Julio L. Okay, let's pull up the box score and get out of here. Thanks for watching, guys. Like and or subscribe to the channel. We are giving away the Jim Bouton autograph card. He made Big League Chew. Come on, how bad could he be? He wrote a great book. Be a subscriber. Let me know in the comments. We'll get you added to the, I believe, 13 contestant list. Man, nobody deserves to be on, oh, it's only a 2-hitter. No one deserves to be a team MVP for the day. So we're going to not give it to anybody. A bad job by Jerry Stephenson, but he had to. It was just the game's way of evening things out. Skip Lockwood gave up a run. John Morris did not do his gerb. Miguel Fuentes. We walked 9 batters, folks. Kind of hard to win when you give up 12 hits and 9 walks. Dean Chance gets the win. He's 7-7. Great job by him. A Greg Maddux-like performance. Less than 100 pitches. Not a complete game, but close. I mean, he could have. I mean, at that point, why not let him go? You let your number 5 starter throw 140 pitches. Why not let him complete the game? Jerry Kreider pitches the 9th inning to close it out. Okay, we're going to come back tomorrow. We started a 4-game series in Boston versus the Red Sox, one of the best hitting teams in the American League in a ballpark which is giving up a ton of runs. So it'll be really interesting to see how we do. So we'll come back and play game number 1 of that 4-game series starting tomorrow. Until then, everyone, have a great day.